Splatoon is changing forever. Recently, the patch notes for version 6.0 have dropped for Splatoon 3, and something big is in it that nobody seems to be talking about. What I'm talking about is the new Wander Crust. In case you don't know, Wander Crust is the absolute epitome of the Splatoon series. It's the heart-wrenching story of an old crustacean named Krusty Sean, who is stuck in a dead-end job selling shoes, who one day realizes that there's more to life than simply working a 9-to-5 minimum wage job. Set out with a heart full of desires and an unrelenting passion, he quits his job and does what any sane person would do. He opens a food truck. He enters the food business realizing that he still needs to pay bills to survive. It all goes well for him, and in the end, he's made enough to retire and finally accomplish his dreams. He abandons all essence of his previous life and dedicates his heart to traveling the world. He goes to the now desolate Paris, the bustling Hagglefish Market, the actual top of Hammerhead Bridge, and finally, the ancient remains of Umami Ruins. But then, he went silent. He vanished without a trace. His last update was 6 months ago, and he said, and I quote, "We're down to the last course on this journey, in search of deep-fried meaning." What exactly did he mean by this? Did Krusty Sean find the meaning he was looking for in his life? Was he finally satisfied with all that he's accomplished? Or was there something else? Something more sinister at play? I didn't mention this earlier, but Krusty Sean did have some competition in the food industry, being Marigold, who works at the Crab and Go. Marigold is a very suspicious person, to say the least, as seen in one of the sunken scrolls of the game, stating that the name Marigold isn't even their official name, and they are secretly hiding their identity. Maybe Marigold is part of the mafia and want to eliminate Krusty Sean once and for all, so she can secure a monopoly over the food industry, and so she tracked his location using the Wander Crust and eliminated him. Maybe that is why Krusty Sean went silent, or said that he found peace because he knew he was being tracked, and that his fate was inevitable. But to everybody's surprise, he is still alive and will update us soon on his whereabouts. Where has he been? Nobody knows, but for all we know, he is still alive and may be in need of our help.